pleased that Mark Meyerson's going to help lead us in music, and we're going to begin on page 68 with this morning blessing.
As we tune up together.
First song is called Tuning.
That's what prayer is.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, formed the human body with skill, creating the body's many pathways and openings. It is well known before your throne of glory that if one of them be wrongly opened or closed, it would be impossible to endure and stand before you. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals all flesh, working wonderously. Baruch atah Adonai, Rafo Basar Umafli La'asot.
Hai neshama shanata bi tehorahi
Enata Yeshama Shanata bi tehorahi Elohai Neshama Shanata bi tehorahi Neshama Shanata Biteho Rahi Elohai Neshama Shanata Biteho Rahi
Baruch atah Adonai asher beyado nefesh kol chai Baruch kol besari.
We continue with the Nisim B'chol Yom. These blessings for daily miracles found on page 80.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan nesach v'ivina lehavchin ben yom u'ben laila.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam
Pokea Kivrim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam matir asurim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam zokef kefufim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam rokah haaretz al hamayim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamechin mitzadei gaber.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam malbish arumim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hanoten le'ayef koach.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hama'avir she'na meinai utnuma me'afapai.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shasani b'tzelem Elohim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shesani ben chori.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shasani Yisrael.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, ozer Yisrael b'gvura.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Oter Yisrael b'tifara.
Amen. Together, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah.
Page 88.
Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur, she'edam ochel protehem ba'olam hazeh, v'hakeren kayemet lo la'olam haba, ve'elu hen kibud ava'em ugmilut chasadim, ve'hashkamat beit hamidrash acharit ve'aravit, ve'hachnasat orchim uvikur cholim, v'achnasat kalal ve'yatamet v'yun tefila, ve'hava'at shalom ben adam lachavero, ve'talmud Torah keneged kulam.
We continue page 94 with the Pesukei de Zimra, these verses of praise.
Baruch Shemar v'haya Baruch Hu, Baruch Oseh v'reshit, Baruch Omer v'yaseh, Baruch Ozer Kayem, Baruch Merachem al haaretz, Baruch Hailad v'kayan lanetzach, Baruch Bodeu Matzil, Baruch Shemo, Baruch et Adonai Melech Mehulal Batishbachot. Page 96, we continue with our traditional Psalm 92 for Shabbat, as we give thanks for Shabbat itself and for the joy that comes with it and all creation that we celebrate each Shabbat. Mizmor shir leyom hashabbat, tov lehodot lahadonai, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. Shir leyom hashabbat, tov lehodot lahadonai, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. V'hagid b'boker chasdecha, v'emunat chava lelot. Continue with Ashrei, the traditional Nusach. So responsively, Ashrei Ashrei Vetecha, Od Yalu Chasela.
Ashrei ha'am shekach lo, Ashrei ha'am she'Adonai Eloham.
Tehillah David, Aramimcha Elohai HaMelech, V'bracha Shimcha Le'olam Va'ed.
B'chol yom arvachecha, v'halala shimcha le'olam va'ed.
Gadol Adonai Mulal Me'od, V'ligdolato Ein Cheker.
Dor lador yeshabak mahasecha, ugvurotecha yagidu.
Hadar Kavod Hodecha, V'divrei Niflotecha Asicha.
Ve'azuz noratecha yomeru, ugdulatcha asaprena.
Zecher Av Tuvcha Yabiu, V'tzidkatcha Yeranenu.
Chanun v'rachum Adonai, erech apam u'dol chased.
Tov Adonai Lakol, V'rachamav Al Kol Masav.
Yoducha Adonai kol maasecha, v'chasidecha yevarchucha.
Kevod Malchutecha Yomeru, Ugvuratcha Yedaberu.
Lehodia livnei Adam gevurotav, ukvod hadar malchuto.
Malchutecha Malchut Kol Olamim, Umemshaltecha Bechol Dor Vador.
Somech Adonai lachol hanoflim, v'zochef lachol hakufufim.
Einei Chol Elecha Yisaberu, Ve'ata Noten Lahem Et Ochlam Bito.
Poteach et yadecha, umaspia lachol charatzon.
Tzadik Adonai Bechol Drachav, V'chasid Bechol Ma'asav.
Karov Adonai lachol korab, lachol asher yikruhu v'emet.
Ritzon Yereav Yaseh, Ve'et Shavatam Yishma Ve'yoshihem.
Shomer Adonai et kol oavav, ve'et kol harashim yashmid.
Tehillat Adonai Yedaber Pi, V'verek Kol Basar Shem Kodsho Le'olam Va'ed.
Va'anachnu nevarech ya,
Me'ata ve'ad olam. Hallelujah.
Page 100.
Hallelujah, el bekodsho, hallelujah, virti ahudo, hallelujah, bigvurata, hallelujah, terodo, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, v'shek hashofar. Hallelujah, v'tevel v'chidon. Hallelujah, v'tov u'machon. Hallelujah, v'shmini v'rukah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 v'tzilzalei shama, hallelujah, v'tzilzalei truha, kol hashama tehallelya, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. And with guitar.
Hallelujah. Page 101.
Wait, no, I got it.
Oh,
I got
true.
this.
We still want the guitar. tivarech et shimcha. Continue with the Baruchu, our standing call to prayer. So as you're able, please rise as we face east towards Jerusalem and direct our hearts towards God.
Page 108.
Melech haolam, Yotzer or uvorech choshech, Oseh shalom borei et hakol.
Ameir la'aretz, v'ledarim aleha barachamim, uvtuvo mechadesh b'kol yom tamid ma'aseh v'reishit, ma'rabu ma'asecha Adonai, kulam b'chokma asita, ma'ah ha'aretz kinyanecha, titbarach Adonai Eloheinu, al shevet ma'aseh yadecha, v'al no'arei or she'asita yefarucha selah.
Or chadash al Zion ta'ir v'nizke kulanu mehera le'oro Baruch atah Adonai Yoter ha'me'oro Ahavta rabavtanu Adonai Eloheinu Lecha b'shuatecha. Lehavienu leshalom me'arba kanfot haaretz v'tolichenu kol mi'ut le'artenu ki el poer Yeshuot ata uvanu v'charta v'keravtanu v'shimcha gadol sela be'emet leodot lecha liachedcha be'ahava baruch ata Adonai habocher be'amo Yisrael be'ahava. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam V'yavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta b'ham v'shivtecha b'vetecha uv'lechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha uv'kshartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot betecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotayim v'tem kedoshim leloechem ani Adonai Eloechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem Emet.
Page 123, let's read together. And what is my lifespan? I'm like a man gone out of Egypt. The Red Sea parts, I cross on dry land. 2 walls of water on my right and on my left. Pharaoh's army and his horsemen behind me. Before me, the desert, perhaps the promised land too. That is my lifespan. Micha Mocha, page 122.
Who is like you?
Who is like you? Who is like you? Who is like you? Adonai. Mi hamoha ba'elim Adonai. Mi kamoha nedar ba'kodesh. No rati hilo, o seifele. Mikamoha ba'elim Adonai, Mikamoha nedar ba'kodesh. No rati hilo, o seifele. Who is like you? Who is like you? Who is like you? Adonai. Adonai. Shira Hadasha, Shibihigulim, Lishimha Alsfat Hayam, Yahad Rolam Kodu, Vihim Lihu V'Yamru. Adonai Imlo, Leolam Vaed, who is like you? Adonai, who is like you? Who is like you? Who is like you? Adonai.
Thank you, Mark, for making that into such a devotional prayer, the Michamocha. And
It's
we
my
will-
favorite one.
I know. And we'll continue on the same page, Tzur Yisrael, as we go into the Amidah. Yes?
Yes, followed by page 124.
Great. Tzur Yisrael, Kuma be'ezrat Yisrael, Ufdechenu mecha Yehuda ve'Yisrael, Go aleinu Adonai tzvahot shemo, Kedosh Yisrael, Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael.
Adonai Sfatai Tika. Adonai Sfatai Tika. Ufiyaki Nehilateha Ufiyaki Nehilateha. Adonai Sfatai Tika. Adonai Sfatai Tika. Ufiyaki Nehilateha Ufiyaki
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Anora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei HaKol V'zocher chastei avot v'imahot U'mevi gula livnei v'nehem Le'man shemo be'ahava Melech ozer u'moshiach u'magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham V'ezrat Sarah Atah gibor le'olam Adonai Mechayeh hakol et harav le'hoshia Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem Mechalkel chayim bechesed Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim Somech noflim verofei cholim U'matir asurim U'mekayem emunato Lishenei afar Micha mocha bal gevurot Umido melach Melech memit u'mechayeh U'matzmiach Yeshua ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וכרזה אל זה ואמר, קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות, בכל כל הארץ בכבודו. אדיר אדירנו אדוני אדוננו מאדיר שמך בכל הארץ. ברוך כבוד אדוני אחד הוא אלוהינו ועבדנו ומלכנו ומושיענו והוא יטמיענו ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון, לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Please be seated. Turn to page 132. Those who keep Shabbat by calling it delight will rejoice in your realm.
That's us.
That's us. Let's rejoice.
ישמחו. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. מקדשי שבי שבת, כולם ישמעו ויתענגו מטובך שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. והשמיר רצית בו וקידשנו שבת. כן נעתי ימים אותו קראת שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. למעשה בראשית שבת, למעשה בראשית שבת. together ישמחו שמלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. Ritzay, it's our new tradition. Everyone who loves this song, who loves this prayer, please come up and we're going to lead it together. Miriam, it was your birthday. Alice always loves this prayer. Please, anyone else? Ritzay, help lead this prayer. If it's friendly, it's not bullying. Okay, Ritzay.
I love that little break because I can tune up a little bit. Say, Adonai Elohim. Say, Adonai Eloheinu, B'yam ha'Yisrael. 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 Say, Adonai Eloheinu, B'yam ha'Yisrael.
Adonai, she'otecha levadecha ve'yiram navo. Yay! Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
We continue with the Modim prayer. Let's read together page 139. For the expanding grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies, filling us with awe and challenging our imaginations.
Modim anachnu lach.
For this fragile planet Earth, its times and tides, its sunsets and seasons. Modim anachnu lach. For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements.
Modim anachnu lach.
For human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcending all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice in the midst of hostility and oppression.
Modim anachnu lach.
For high hopes and noble causes, for faith without fanaticism, for understanding of views not shared.
Modim anachnu lach.
For all who have labored and suffered for a fairer world, who have lived so that others might live in dignity and freedom.
Modim anachnu lach.
For human liberties and sacred rights, for opportunities to change and grow, to affirm and choose.
Modim anachnu lach.
We pray that we may live not by our fears, but by our hopes, not by our words, but by our deeds. Ruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, ulecha na'el lahodot. Blessed are you, Adonai, your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. We continue now with Sim Shalom, page 140.
Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha. Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha.
Sim Shalom,
Tova Uvracha. Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha.
Chen v'chesed, chen v'chesed v'rachamim.
Sim Chesed, Chen v'chesed v'rachamim,
v'rachamim.
Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha. Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha. Aleinu,
Ve'al kol Yisrael. Aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Alecha.
Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha. Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha. Tova Uvracha. Tova Uvracha.
Baruch atah Adonai v'barech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. Take a few moments for our own quiet prayer of our hearts on this Shabbat. We might ask ourselves with this week's Torah portion, Parshat Noach, are we supposed to be more like Noah or more like God from this story? We learned that God promises never to destroy the world again, and we said in Torah study, I've heard it a lot in the last 24 hours, God said God would never destroy the world, but it's important, it's on us to fulfill that promise. And so I would argue that as righteous as Noah was, and we know Noah was righteous and important in this generation, that really the role model here in the story is to be like God and learn this lesson not to destroy and to preserve and to build a world based not in violence and outdoing one another, but in love and in partnership. So let's sing the same song we sang last night for those who were here after the Amidah, Olam Chesed Yibaneh, about building a world from love. And the words are Olam Chesed Yibaneh, and then, so Olam Chesed Yibaneh, and then simply I will build a world from love. You must build a world from love. If we build a world from love, then God will build a world from love. Olam chesed yibaneh, yalalai, lai, lai, yalalai, lai. 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 I will build this world from love. Yalalai, lai, lai, yalalai, lai. And you must build this world from love. Yalalai, lai, lai, yalalai, lai. And if we build this world from love, yalalai, lai, lai, yalalai, lai, then God will build this world from love. Yalalai, lai, lai, yalalai, lai, olam chesed. Olam chesed yibaneh, yalalai, lai, lai, yalalai, lai. 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 Thank you.
And one of the ways that we'll build that world is through the study of Torah. And so we continue with the Seder Kriyat, the Torah, the Shabbat, the service for the reading of Torah, found on page 244. There is none like you among the gods, Adonai, and there are no deeds like yours. You are sovereign over all worlds, and your dominion is in all generations. Adonai reigns, Adonai has reigned. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Adonai will give strength to our people. Adonai will bless our people with peace.
Ein kamocha v'Elohim Adonai, ve'ein k'ma'asecha, malchutecha malchut kol olamim, u'memshaltecha bechol dor v'dor. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai hoz le'amo yitem, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. Avarach ani, hetiv avirtocha, et Zion, tivnei komo, Yerushalayim, tivnei komo, Yerushalayim. Adonai iti, uneromema shemo yachdav. Adonai hagedula v'hagevura v'hatiferet v'hanetzach v'hahod. Yehovah b'shamayim u'ba'aretz, Yehovah b'shamayim u'ba'aretz. Adonai ha'mamlacha v'mitnaseh lechol erom. Romenu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtatavu v'har kodro. Romenu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtatavu v'har kodro. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Rabbeinu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Rabbeinu. Lai la la lai, 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 lai la la lai,
Please be seated. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good morning. This week we read the Torah portion Noah, which I know many of you studied parts of earlier this morning, right at the very beginning of the Torah portion. By the way, we're going to begin on page 59 in the Chumash. If you want to switch books, you're welcome to do so. This Torah portion begins with this statement that Noah was an ish tzaddik b'torah tav, that he was considered to be a righteous guy, and then we get this complicated phrase, in his generation. Now, does that mean that, if the generation was really, really, really righteous, then, and he was the most righteous of that generation, that'd be a good thing. But since we know that there was Hamas, there was violence and chaos going on in the generation, and he was considered to be the most righteous in that context, there are some questions about exactly how righteous was he. And as Rabbi Bear said, one of the ways of looking at it is for us to be thinking about God's righteousness, and I would challenge us to be thinking even more about our own righteousness. I want to share with you a couple of teachings about Noah and about righteousness this morning. The first one that I want to share with you, it comes from the Babylonian Talmud, and it talks about Noah in the context not just of his generation, but in context of other people that are also considered righteous in our tradition. So the Midrash says, and one of the only places I've been able to find this except in the Talmud is in our old Gates of Repentance, is the place that I first discovered it, in the study section on Yom Kippur. After the flood, Noah opened the ark and looked out. He saw the earth desolate, forests and gardens uprooted, corpses visible everywhere. There was no grass, no vegetation. The world was a wasteland. In pain and dismay, he cried out to his master, "Sovereign of all creation, in 6 days you made the earth and all that grows in it. It was like a garden, like a table prepared for a feast. Now you, yourself, have brought the work of your hands to naught, uprooting all that you planted, tearing down all that you built. Why did you not show compassion for your creatures?" So Noah opens the ark door, looks out and sees that the world is destroyed, and says, "God, why didn't you show compassion for your creatures?" Pointing the finger at God. And then God replied, and I love this line, "O faithless shepherd, O faithless shepherd, now, after the destruction, you come to me and complain. But when I said to you, make an ark for yourself, for I'm going to flood the earth to destroy all flesh, you did not plead for your neighbors. How differently Abraham will act." That's the beauty of the Midrash. Abraham's, not even in the story yet, and the Midrash is saying, "But Noah, wait until you find out how this other guy acts." But now, let's see. "You did not plead for your neighbors. How differently Abraham will act. He will pray on behalf of the people of Sodom and Gomorrah." So Abraham prays that the people be saved. "And Moses, when his people anger me with their calf of gold, Moses will offer his life for them. But you, when you saw that judgment was about to strike the world, you thought only of yourself and your household, while all else perished by fire and water." Then Noah understood that he had sinned. So what was Noah's sin? Say what? Being silent, right. What else? Selfish. Inaction. Did I mention there's an election coming up? At the bare minimum, we have to do stuff. We can't wait until after it's destroyed and then blame someone else. And even if it's not going to be destroyed, we still are being called upon to act righteously, not just to wait until these crisis moments when Sodom and Gomorrah is going to be destroyed, or a hurricane hits, or the politics don't go the way that are good for the universe, or there's a food shortage, or whatever it happens to be. We're called upon to act before and not wait until afterward. So the second teaching I want to share to you comes from a book written by a guy named Noah Ben Shea, who I first met when I was the director of a summer camp in California, and he was in the process of writing his first book, which was called Jacob the Baker. Jacob the Baker. It's a wonderful little book. There's a great disclaimer right at the beginning of the book that says, don't read this book too fast. You're supposed to kind of meditate on the words. So the story that Noah Ben Shea writes is about this guy Jacob, who's a baker, gets up early in the morning, and while he's waiting for the dough to rise, he writes little words of wisdom down on little scraps of paper. And one day, one of the scraps of paper falls into a challah. It's like a fortune challah or something. You open it up and you get a little bit of wisdom. And a reputation begins to develop, and so he starts writing the things down, and they end up in all the loaves of bread. And it's this beautiful story about him with great, great wisdom. So there's a couple of characters in this story. Don't worry about their names. You'll get the point of the story as it goes along. The sky grew red and then began to pale to dusk. Jacob and the old man sat together shoulder to shoulder. Their manner with each other was not like men who had just met, but as men who were being introduced to a friendship that had long existed, but which they were just now discovering. In this way, Jacob met Joseph. "What work do you do?" asked Joseph. "I am a baker," said Jacob. Joseph laughed. "I used to be a baker," he said, intrigued by the parallel, "but now I am afraid I'm getting too old for my work." "It is written that although we are not excused from the work, neither are we expected to finish it," said Jacob. "Yes," said Joseph, But what will I do with my time? Jacob said, when we treat time as a limit, then time becomes a wall, a barrier we will die climbing. If instead we see our days as a river, Jacob motioned to the waters in front of them, then we know time as a vehicle and realize we have all been born as passengers. Passengers on a difficult journey, said Joseph. Perhaps, said Jacob, but think about the story of Noah. Even in the flood of death, it is the flood that supports the ark of life. And is that the lesson of Noah? Asked Joseph. When Jacob began to speak, his words came slowly, like a man stepping from stone to stone in a distant garden. The lesson of Noah teaches us that there comes a time in each of our lives when it is necessary to build an ark, to create a structure in which we can hide, a habit or a place or an attitude within ourselves that will shelter us if we are to survive life's terrible storms. Yes, said Joseph, interrupting, thinking back on the story he read as a child. But why was Noah told to put a window in the ark? What could he see by doing this but the sadness of his fate? My friend, said Jacob, faith sees beyond fate. Faith sees beyond fate. Noah was told to put a window in the ark so he could tell when the rain had stopped. And so we can remind others who have struggled to survive that they too should put a window in their ark. So all of us will know when it is time to come out from behind the habit of walls we build to survive. And what will we see then? Asked Joseph. We will see, said Jacob, that the world is not always filled with a flood. Joseph listened with his eyes while Jacob spoke. Then, with a tone more plea than invitation, he asked, Jacob, perhaps if you stay with me a while, you will turn my home into an ark. If two people accept each other's weaknesses, said Jacob, then their vulnerability is an ark for both of them. We're supposed to build windows in our lives. Doesn't mean we're not supposed to build arks. Sometimes we have to survive life's terrible storms, but we have to build those windows so that we can see when it's safe to come out and to see that the world's not always filled with that flood. So the third thing I want to share with you also has to do with a stepping stone. My father-in-law, Earl Broidy, died this past week, and I had the privilege of being with Natalie and her family in Albuquerque for his funeral. And one of the things that I thought about, this was a really righteous guy. Earl was just a righteous guy. I never heard him say anything bad about anyone. Before he would leave work every day, he would say to his employees something to the effect of, "Take the rest of the night off." He had a wonderful, wonderful sense of humor. But when the employees would leave, they would stop and they would turn to him, almost like one would do in a yoga class when one says namaste and, I honor the light within you. They would say to Earl, thank you for the privilege of letting me work for you. I mean, his employees used to thank him every day because he really was a righteous guy. And when Earl redid the backyard of his house, there was a lot of concrete back there. And he decided to remove the concrete, but instead of throwing it out, he took the concrete and re-chipped it in such a way that it created a pathway throughout the backyard. And that was kind of who he was. He took whatever he had and figured out a way to make a new pathway wherever he needed to go. He did that with his family, he did that with his friends, but more than that, he did that with himself. He figured out how to create a life for himself where he built a few arks. We all do. And yet he also built windows. When he redid that back pathway, knocked out the back wall of the living room where there were two small windows, and he put in a gigantic really big picture window, so it could look out over the whole backyard with this new crafted pathway. And when one of the earthquakes came, a lot of stuff was destroyed, but the window didn't get a crack in it. And that's really how he lived his life as a righteous person. Even when there were hurricanes and earthquakes and floods, he didn't get a crack in his window. He always found a way to look out and see the righteousness. I pray that his memory will be a blessing. I pray that the wisdom of Noah and the lessons we learned from Noah will be a blessing. And I thank you for allowing me the privilege of sharing about two of these righteous people that were both righteous in their generation. And today I'm wearing the tallis that Earl gave to me when I was in rabbinic school, when I lived with them with Natalie and I, we lived with them for 2.5 years. And this was the tallis, at least this is the story. This is the tallis that was given to my father-in-law's grandfather, Mayor Broidy, in 1875 at when he became bar mitzvah. And then his father, Nathaniel, whom my wife is named after, Natalie's named after Nathaniel, who he wore at his bar mitzvah, and Earl wore at his bar mitzvah. And my son Joshua didn't want to wear it at his bar mitzvah because it was too big, but Earl wore it at my son's bar mitzvah here in the sanctuary and at my daughter's bat mitzvah in the sanctuary. Yamod HaRishon Litvod HaTorah. For the first Aliyah, I'd like to call up anyone who'd like to pray a prayer of healing for a friend, for a family member, for yourself, for our world, for all of existence. Here's the blessings. Hold on. Absolutely. There's a story behind everything. And we're on the beginning of Noah. It's found on page 59.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaBorah.
Baruch Adonai HaBorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaBorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Ela toldot Noach. Noach ish tzaddik tamim haya bedorotav. Et ha'Elohim hitalech Noach v'yulad Noach shlosha banim et Shem et Ham ve'et Yafet v'tishchet ha'aretz lifnei ha'Elohim v'timalei ha'aretz chamas v'yar Elohim et ha'aretz v'hinei nishchata ki hischit kol basar et darko al ha'aretz. Baruch atah Adonai rofei ha'cholim mishaberach avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov v'imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah hu yavarech v'yirapeh et ha'cholim. O God, who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, send your blessings to all those who are in need of healing, including
Sebastian, Chris.
Bobby Assop, Fran Epstein, Shula Ben David, Doris Oleski, Nancy Warshawski.
Alan Friedland.
Dwayne Dreyfus.
yeah, love it.
Yanoshinova Buzek, Monica Diner, Joanna Lees, Bob Parker, Doris Oleski, Nancy Warshawski.
Moshe Ben Dov, Yehuda Ben Handelhana, Shoshana Basara, Gershom Ben Tuvia, and Isaac Ben Abraham.
Sophia Mayerson, Barney Mayerson, Nancy Warshawski, and Raphael Ben Tuvia.
Jody Duncan and Gene Wallace. I think the Yitzchak and Josh
Sophia Have mercy on them and graciously restore their health and strength. Grant them a refuah shlema, complete recovery, along with all others who are stricken. May this healing come speedily, like right now. And let us say together, Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yes, clock. Thank you. Yamod Hasheni Lekvod Torah. For the second Aliyah, I'd like to call up anyone who's celebrating a birthday, like Miriam Steinberg. Anyone who's got anything good going on in their life, a celebration, a blessing. You're glad you made it to this moment. You're breathing, and you're pleased to be breathing. Someone anyone who'd like to come on up, you'd like to be near Miriam, which is always a good thing. She brings a lot of blessing to the world. Beautiful. Here we go. Let's surround Miriam
I love that.
on her birthday. You can't go wrong being near Miriam, that's for sure.
That's right.
Oh, wow, yeah, wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Baruch atah Adonai Hamevora.
Baruch Adonai Hamrach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamrach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bahar banu mikol ha'amin, ונתן לנו את תורתו. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
And we're on page 63. Vadaber Elohim el Noach lemor. Tze min hateva ata v'ishtecha ubincha v'nashe bincha itcha benecha itach kol hachaya asher itach mikol besar ba'of uvehema uvechol haromes al ha'aretz hitzei otcha v'shartzu be'eretz ufaru v'ravu al ha'aretz.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. And let's all put a hand out toward Miriam. Yehi darchachem mevarach, ye'er alechem orahit mamshut, yitin lechem masechem shalom. May your way be blessed, may fulfillment's light shine upon you, and may your journey always continue to bring you peace. Shalom. And we say together,
Amen. Thank you.
from strength,
Beautiful.
from strength to strength.
Amen. Wow.
Yamod hamaftir lekvod haTorah. It's Rabbi Ethan Bear is going to do he's going to be doing the Haftarah, and so he's going to be leading whoever would like to join him in the Torah blessing. And if anyone would like to come up and be near the Torah, you're invited to come up and do that as well. And this is your basic, anyone who'd like to be near the Torah blessing. Here we go. Beautiful.
Only one person? Come on.
Wait, we don't count?
No, you.
Never say no, exactly. And the maftir is found on page, hold on here.
Right before Lech Lecha.
Page 71.
All right. Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamrach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Barach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayikach Abraham v'nachor lehem nashim Shem Eshet Abraham Sarai, v'Shem Eshet Nahor, Milka bat Haran, Avi Milka ba'avi Yisakah. Vayhi Sarai Akarai ein la baled, v'yikach Terach et Abraham beno, v'et Lot ben Haran ben beno, v'et Sarai kolto. Eshet Abraham beno, v'yetz'u otam איתם מאור כשדים ללכת ארצה כנען ויבואו עד חרן וישבו שם וישבו שם ויהיו ימי תרח 5 שנים ו200 שנה ויעמוד תרח בחרן. And so at the very end of that Torah portion, Terach dies in this place called Haran. And I think that we all, in a sense, everyone always dies in Haran. Haran, it means crossroads. That is a crossroads. We all have that place. Most of us are in a crossroads all the time. We think that there are big crossroads and little crossroads, but death is certainly one of those.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yamdu Hamagbiya V'Hagolel. The Whitehorn Brothers? No? No, we got those who've been lifted, designated to lift and dress the Torah. Please come on up. They're here.
Please rise. Vezot haTorah asher sa Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe. Nai 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 nai. You may be seated. What? Yeah, we're ready for it, but first Haftarah. So we'll read from the Haftarah for Noach this morning. It's from Isaiah.
Oh, wow.
And it's a beautiful Haftarah. It mentions Noach in the middle. So let's look, first of all, I'm in the wrong. Let's look in the Plout. It's on page 85 from Isaiah 54. Just want to point out a couple things. So Isaiah, just as a refresher, the people are in Babylon, and Isaiah is comforting them that they will come out of darkness. Also admonishes the people for various behavior. But in this portion, starting in, let's see, where does the Noah piece start? So the very beginning, we have this imagery of you have never been. So it says, "Sing, O barren woman who has never given birth. Break out in song, you who have never been in labor. The desolate woman shall have more children than a woman who is married," says the Eternal One. "Enlarge the space for your tent." So it's almost like the birth pangs of the people expanding, that there will be a time of fruitfulness for the people again, out of their sorrow and out of their exile. And then here in verse 8 is where we get the explicit mention of Noah. "In a moment of flooding anger, I hid my face from you, but now with love unending, I take you in, says your Redeemer, the Eternal One. This is like the days of Noah to me. I promised then never again to cover the earth with the waters of Noah's days. So now I promise never again to be angry with you or rebuke you, though the mountains may depart and the hills be removed. My love shall never depart from you, and my covenant of peace, Brit Shalem, shall not be removed, says the one who loves you, the Eternal." So this promise, not only not to destroy the world, but of love and unending love as the foundation between between God and the people of Israel. So that's the part that I'll chant in Hebrew. Please sing with me the blessing. It's on page 254 in your Siddur. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratza v'divreihem hanemarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai Abocher b'Torah uv'Moshe avdo uv'Yisrael amo uv'nvi'ei ha'emet v'tzedek. B'shetzef ketzef histarti penai rega mimech Uv'chesed olam richamtich amar go'alech Adonai ki menoach zot li asher nishbati me'avor menoach od al haaretz ken nishbati Miktof alayich umigorbach ki heharim yamushu vehagvaot temutena vechasti meitech lo yamush uvrit shlomi lo tamut amar Merachamech Adonai. Baruch et Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, tzur kol haolamim, tzadik bechol adorot, ha'el ha'ne'eman ha'omer ve'aseh, ha'mdaber u'mkayem, she'kol devarav emet v'tzedek, al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al hanvi'im, ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh, Shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha v'limnucha lechavod ultifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach umbarchim otach yitbarach shimcha b'fi kol chai tamid leolam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
Yeshua Koach.
256. Please rise. Et chayim hi achazikim ha betomcha le'uza berachah
Page 282.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet kedum ha'leotzer breshit, shelo hasanu kibrayeh ha'rakot. Let's keep singing. Lo samanu ken mishpachot ha'adam, shelo sam kalkenu kahem, legor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu mechorim, u'mishtachadim, u'modim.
Come on back. Stop. Come back.
Come back. Yeah, come back.
It was a false alarm. Thank God we're all okay.
V'ne'emar, v'haya Adonai, v'melech
say the Kaddish prayer to remind us that we are to live in life, not to live in death. The prayer speaks nothing about death and dying, but rather in some sense is an alarm for us to wake us up, to remind us to be present exactly where we are and to appreciate what we have. So our thoughts turn to those who've departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. And if you're remembering someone today, you're in a period of mourning, you are saying Kaddish, your side, I'll ask you to please mention those names.
Andrew Jacob Mayerson.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Earl J. Brody. Zecher Tzaddik Livracha, may the memory of all the righteous in our lives in the world be a blessing. As we recite together with one voice, words of Kaddish, page 294.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, v'yomad v'rach ereteh v'yamlich malchoteh, b'chayechon v'yomechon u'v'chayeh d'chol beit Yisrael, b'agalav v'zman kariv yimru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olamei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kusha b'richu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Damiram v'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. V'imru. Amen. Osei shalom b'mramav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. V'imru. Amen. May the source of peace grant peace to all of you who mourn, comfort all who are bereaved, and send healing to all who are saddened, as together we say, Amen. Amen.
Why don't we all get close to each other? Let's move into the center a little bit, put our arms around each other, and we'll do a couple blessings. I want to thank Miriam for sponsoring the luncheon today in honor of her birthday, and we get to not only celebrate but eat in her honor. We lift up this cup of sweetness to remind us of the choices in our life, and we pray that we always choose sweetness.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
L'chaim, and as my father-in-law, may he rest in peace, used to say, now it's time for Hamotzi, Hamotzi.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
The Te'avon, let's sing.
Shiru l'Adonai
Kol haaretz.
Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Sing unto God on the earth a new song. We will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru Adonai shir chadash. I will sing unto God a new song. Shabbat shalom.
I don't know where our luncheon is. We're going to find out.
I think it's upstairs.
I think it's up down in the lobby outside
Take
of the
a left.
sanctuary.
Take a
Take a left. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Thank you. good. I know I was late a couple times coming in, but
Yeah.
it's some
You
of
know,
the.
we have to practice,
It's not even so much that I was late. It's that like you didn't usually you sing often, or like you are a little more clear about it. I don't know. You could be a little more clear about it.
That's a you statement. Yeah, but you know, we got to practice.
That was a
Elo-
you statement because
yeah,
I'm giving you feedback.
Yeah, the Elohai. For some reason, we need to get in together with Elohai. You're gonna be here next week, right? Because Siegel's not here. That's a big week. For
I
you.
know. Are you gonna play?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
So
I'm excited.
do all my. You could do the same thing if you want.
Okay.
Same thing. Maybe a different song after silent.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
See you next week.
Yeah. Exciting. So the wedding is actually next weekend.
No.
Right. So when's the actual wedding? Okay. Shabbat shalom, Craig. Good to see you. Alan, it's great to see you.
How you feeling?